my friends. I'm Daniel Talley, the Note to Self guy, and welcome to my channel. Now, if you're looking for a channel that is positive, inspiring, entertaining, then you've come to the right place. Now, I have to admit, sometimes my episodes are pretty funny and sometimes they're a little bit corny, but I can promise you this. Every single episode always has a big message. So please consider subscribing to the channel and ringing the notification bell. That way, every time I do an episode, you will be notified. Today's topic is Christians have a superpower. Kind of like being in this playground. When I was a kid, I used to always dream and wish that I were a superhero and that I had superpowers. And I used to think about the great city of New York. Now, New York had Superman, it had Batman and Robin, it had Captain America, and it had my all-time favorite superhero, Spider-Man. Yo, New York, what's up with the monopoly on all of the superheroes? I'm from Detroit. We could have used a few superheroes in my neighborhood too, I wanted to be a superhero so bad that when I was a kid, I would take an old garbage can top, the round metal kind, and I'd put it on my arm like this as if it was my shield, and then I'd put on a mask, and then I made up a makeshift Top Gun, and I'd run around the neighborhood pretending to be Shoulder, the defender of my neighborhood. Shoulder basically was a poor man's version of Captain America. That's how bad I wanted to be a superhero. Now, as a child, as I mentioned, I always wished that I had superpowers, not realizing that a Christian that is strong in his faith can have superpowers.
Man, seems to me, young brother, you've been hitting the bottle or smoking some of those funny cigarettes. What are you talking about? Superpowers? Man, you ain't no superhero.
Sir, it is true, I am not a superhero, but as a man of faith, I do possess at least one superpower.
I gotta hear this. Yeah, me too.
You know how Spider-Man has his spidey sense? He gets this tingly feeling that warns him of impending danger. Well, similarly, the Spirit-filled Christian has the power or the Spirit of Discernment. You see, the Spirit of Discernment lets you know when things aren't quite right. It lets you know when there's something fishy going on. Now, you may not know exactly what it is, you may not even understand it, but you'll know deep down inside that there's something that's just not right and there's something that you should not do. Now, on several business occasions, the Spirit has told me, Daniel, don't do it. I may not have known all of the ifs, ands, or buts about it, or why, or I may not have had all the facts, but I just knew deep down inside that I should not venture into these business opportunities. And I have to tell you, the Spirit has been right 100% of the time. The accuracy of the Spirit of Discernment is absolutely amazing. It's never been wrong. Psst, if you're enjoying this episode, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others. The Spirit of Discernment is really cool because in a way, it's God's way of communicating with us. The Holy Spirit allows us to have communications with God, and that can only help to strengthen our faith. Now, there are some Christians out there who are filled with the Holy Spirit who have the ability to perform miracles, while others have the ability to prophesy. So truthfully, there are Christians out there who have more than just one superpower. So, let me ask you, what superpower do you have? Do you have more than one? I'd love to hear about it. Leave a comment. Listen, God has given every believer access to the fruits of the Spirit. And with the aid of the Holy Spirit, we can release onto the world the power of love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, and self-control. Just imagine if every Christian used the fruit of the Spirit on the world. One might say these fruits of the Spirit are pretty much superpowers. Can you imagine how different this place would be if we all unleashed our powers onto the world? Man, we could make this place a much better place, a virtual heaven on earth. The bottom line is this, yo Christians, you can be superheroes too, but the question then becomes, are you going to use your superpowers to help to change this world? Now, if I'm being honest, y'all know this world is jacked up, and we could use some extra superheroes out there. Are you ready for the challenge?